Today I'm going to buy a car which is banned in the UK, the epic Tesla Cybertruck. Oh my god. This car is illegal to drive on these UK roads for a long list of reasons. But today I'm going to attempt to buy one and make it road legal.
This video was filmed over 2 years ago, way before all the hassle that Yanni had trying to get one of these in. And in this video, you will see exactly what went wrong.
Police in Whitefield seized one of the vehicles for not being road legal in the UK.
If I pull this off, it's going to be the only Tesla Cybertruck in the whole of the UK. But first, we need to find a car. Elon Musk has just released a brand new vehicle called the Cybertruck, and it looks absolutely amazing, so different to anything I've ever seen before. Now, I would love one, but they're only going to sell them into the US. However, in the past we have imported different vehicles from around the world, and I think there's a way of getting this banned truck legally onto our UK roads. And let's face it, if I want it, I'm sure there's more people watching this who want one as well. So maybe, just maybe, this is a business opportunity.
But this challenge is not going to be easy. And as you will see later, we had nearly everything trying to stop this, including the government.
But before we go too far, we need to see if we are able to get our hands on a car.
Now obviously, because these Cybertrucks are not legal in the UK, there are none for sale here. The few cars which have been supplied so far are thousands of miles away in the USA. And what makes it worse is because they are fresh out, we need to find somebody who is lucky enough to have an early slot, but is also keen on selling it. We talk about supply and demand on this channel all the time. And because this is so fresh out and in ridiculous demand, right now, this truck has taken that to a different level.
And what makes it even harder, I don't just want a standard Cybertruck, I want the special edition, the Foundation Cyber Beast.
The Cyber Beast is basically the GT3 RS of the Tesla world. It has a whopping 850 horsepower and 1400 newton meters of torque, which means a ridiculous 0 to 60 of 2.6 seconds. This rare special edition is as fast as a Porsche Turbo S. It's faster than a Koenigsegg Regera, and in fact, it's faster than my £1.2 million McLaren P1 hypercar. The Cyber Beast is so special, and imagine all that but in a massive fridge. The Foundation Edition Cyber Beast has a production run of only 666 pieces, and that coincides with the devil's number. And to explain just how rare that is, that's only half of how many Ferrari F40s were made. Brand new, these are $120,000, but unfortunately, Tesla are well and truly sold out.
Thank you for calling Tesla Dayland.
I just wondered, is it possible to buy a Foundation model Cyber Beast, please?
No. So we don't have any more Foundation models anymore. No. Okay.
We need to find someone willing to flip their ultimate motor. Now, number one, that's going to be hard. And number two, I think it's going to be very expensive. After days of searching, I found one. But downside, this is $50,000 above list price, which is about 40 grand over, which is bad news, but then it's going to be hopefully worth a lot of money here. She's brand new. She's 2024.
What spec have you gone for?
Yeah, silver with black wheels.
Oh, unique.
But this is a Cyber Beast now, and if we're going to bring this all the way over to the UK, at least we might as well get the absolute ultimate car. But
I dropped the seller a message to see if he would be willing to sell it to me in the UK, which is a big complicated ask, as importing this car is going to take a lot longer and be a load more hassle than him selling it to someone down the road in the US.
right, we have a walk round video of an actual Cyber Beast truck thing, silver, stainless steel. Looks really odd. Imagine that in the UK.
This is exciting. I love a cool and wacky car, especially when they are rare and super fast.
The size of the screen.
Oh, look, proof.
Cyber Beast that. But that is one for sale, and this guy is willing to ship it to us, which will be a right result. It's just a lot of money. A lot of money for overs. But the way I'm thinking is, if we can get this here and make it road legal, your footballers and people like that, they love a special edition car. Or to have the first, the only Tesla Cyber Beast in the UK, in my head, in my little stupid head, I'm thinking, maybe might get money back or even make a few quid.
But boy, could I be so wrong. At this point, remember, 2 years ago, I thought that we were onto a winner. There was method in my madness. I thought we could buy it, bring it here, use it, enjoy it, film with it, and eventually sell it, and maybe even turn a profit.
Oh yeah, baby.
But unfortunately, it's this side of the water and not in America.
Well, it's now.
2026!
It didn't go to plan, did it?
No. So let me tell you exactly what went wrong.
Should I ask the boss?
Nah.
No, better ring Jane.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Right, you've all witnessed that. I definitely tried to get hold of her. Should we just do it?
Cybertruck.
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 Right, big decision, but I think we should do it. I think it'd be cool as on the UK roads. Let's do it. Right, send some money.
So I'm buying a delivery mileage Foundation Cyber Beast at $170,000. In currency exchange, around £150,000. That is $50,000 extra than it cost at the dealership. It's a big premium to pay, but if I want one, that's the overs they are fetching.
And 3, 2, 1. Proud Tesla owner. Didn't think I'd ever say that.
We were committed. I had gone full vegetarian and I owned an electric car, but not your average entry-level green machine. In 2024, when we were filming this, they were so rare in the USA, and having one in the UK was going to be incredible, especially the limited edition Foundation model. So all I have to do was get it from Newport Beach to Redditch, which in theory was going to be easy. But it turned out a tad harder than I thought and slightly more expensive. I'm going to break down exactly how this all went out of control, especially the road legal bit. But only a few weeks later, early February 2024, we ran into our first issue.
Right, Cybertruck Cyber Beast update. It's been, what's it been, three and a half weeks since we sent the money. Now, the car has got to the port, okay, so it's on Florida side, waiting to go onto a boat. But the boat will not accept it, okay, so basically it's an electric vehicle and there has to be certain paperwork in case it catches on fire and burns the boat down and everybody else's stuff. We can't get the paperwork for a Cybertruck. We can get it for Model 3, Model Y, Model S, all that, but we can't get the paperwork so far for a Cybertruck Cyber Beast. So at the minute, it is stuck at the port. So $170,000 of car is currently stuck in America. Brilliant. But I suppose that was, it was never going to be easy, was it? It wasn't going to be easy, but anyway. That's the update, that's all I got for you.
What next?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I don't know.
Every day which went by, I knew there would be other people trying to get a Cybertruck imported into the UK. Just like the America and Soviet Union race to walk on the moon, there was for sure a race to get the first road legal Cybertruck cruising to Nando's in Redditch. I paid $50,000 over for this car, and as the time delays ticked by, more and more new trucks were being delivered into the USA market, and the overs were simply falling. I could now buy one way cheaper than I bought mine 5 months ago. We need to find a solution, and quick. I tried Tesla Direct with no joy. I reached out to all my fellow USA creators to see if they had any contacts. The car was so new, no one could get that document. We did even consider our very own special version.
Right, I have a theory. I'm not sure that Tesla want these Cybertrucks exported outside the USA. I think they want them for their domestic market. So I have a bit of a plan to get this paperwork. I've written an email.
Oh dear.
I've titled it Hollywood Movie, which I will explain. To whom it may concern, we are currently filming a movie production in Hollywood
Are we?
and attempting to ship a Cybertruck to the UK for a section of it. The shipping company are requesting the paperwork for emergency shutdown if the battery was on fire on a boat. Now bear with, because this isn't actually a lie. Do we make movies?
Well, YouTube videos.
Okay. Do we film in Hollywood?
No.
And 6 days later, we finally got what we needed.
Right, we have the paperwork and finally we can get this car safely onto the boat. And look, told you, we film in Hollywood. Everyone loves a happy ending. And your mum.
But because this had all taken so long, we had a fresh battle.
My truck is dead. We have no battery. We do have a solution, but unfortunately that's going to cost some money. So apparently there's a man who's got a van and a generator who drives around and puts power into dead electric cars, which I'm sure he's very busy. So that's it's going to happen. It can happen now, but yeah, just more money. This has been a bit of an uphill struggle so far, but I'm sure this is going to be worth it when this little beauty is back in the UK.
Once charged, everything started moving fast. It was on a boat within the next few days. It had taken 5 months so far, but finally it was on its way to England. We are now fully committed. We have a Tesla Cybertruck on a boat sailing to England. And now it starts to get very expensive. But hopefully, this gamble pays off.
Tesla Cybertruck update. Now, the car has actually reached UK soils, but before I'm allowed to collect it, all that sort of stuff, I've got to pay VAT and duty, which obviously now is where the money is going to start totting up.
Now that is value added tax and applied to nearly everything you buy here in the UK. And when you're importing something like myself from outside the country, I personally have to pay that when it arrives at our beautiful little island. So that's 20% extra on the value of the item you've already paid. And also, we have another 10% extra import duty, which seems a little unfair, but that is designed to help the UK economy. It's added as a sort of penalty to try and encourage you to buy parts manufactured in our home country. But obviously, in this case, that is not an option. So this was going to be a huge bill.
VAT, £30,812.14p. But this is the one which has hit me pretty hard, is the duty. We've got £14,000 worth of duty, which is massively bad news. But so that's another 45 grand this bloody thing has cost me.
So I am now £195,000 into this car, and we have some more bills.
To transport it from the dealership to the port was £700. To put it on the boat, which obviously we had all that trouble, to get it from port in America to port here was £3,000. But the one which is really interesting is, do you remember we talked about the man with the van? Okay, so he was the man. The car went dead and he went there with his generator, apparently plugged in and put some charge in it. That man was not a man. What it was somebody else who's picked it up on a transporter, took it to a Tesla supercharger, look, including waiting and charging, is £550 he's charged us to pick up it, go sit a Tesla charger and charge it. Oh, Jane's going to love this. Should we just hide that?
Does she know about it yet?
So sadly, in total, this car stands us right now about £200,000. And in today's market in the US, I think it's only worth about £120,000.
Very bad business of paying.
This hasn't been your best decision, has it?
I'll let you all know exactly how and what went wrong. This is bad news. What we're seeing here is Cybertrucks on the back of a transporter in the UK. Other people here are obviously taking the same risk as I have, trying to get this truck road legal. I've invested so much time and money in this car. It's so important that we are first to get this passed.
I'm so excited to see this truck. There has been opportunities when I've been in the field at an event and there's been a Cybertruck there, but I've purposely kept away from it because I want to see exactly firsthand my own car, which is really exciting. And the summer is here and I'm really excited to get it driving while we've still got the sun as well. So hopefully a few more weeks Get it through that Nova, through that IVA. Yeah, it's looking good. Soon be here.
It's felt like an eternity, but finally,
We get to see my very own Tesla Cybertruck. This is a massive pinch me moment. So just on the way to see the Cybertruck, very, very exciting. I've also had an email to say it's been registered on the Nova, which is like the government database. That's not the IVA, which is going to be our next problem, and that's all about getting it road legal. But at least it's in the country and we finally get to have a look at it today. I don't think I've been excited to see a car as much as this, I think ever. That there contains a Cybertruck. The size of it, this is a long time coming, isn't it? That's right. We're in the video, but it's alright. Another blow open these doors, don't you? I think wow. What is that? It looks just like a lump of cheese, isn't it?
it's been expensive and hard work, a lot of sleepless nights and hundreds of emails, but right now it's all worth it. To get the only Cybertruck in the UK is going to be amazing. And if this works out, I'm thinking Tesla Redditch opening soon. Surely I can sell loads of these.
What do you think so far?
I think it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
What do you think to getting it road legal?
Next question. Welcome to the Cybertruck Unveiled.
I'm so happy. What do you think?
It's a beast.
Literally. Look at the steering wheel, that's so cool. This is lovely and white as well.
And full lock.
No way.
Full lock other way.
Little did we know that this steering wheel was going to be our downfall.
This was going to be the biggest and most expensive delay of our lives. This is look at that. Like a piece of tow, bro. This was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Big time.
Imagine how much fun we're going to have with this. Ready?
Yep.
Ready, you sure?
Oh my good God.
What do you reckon?
I just honestly don't know what to say. But it also looks like a massive lump of cheese.
Are you happy? I'm so happy. This is way cooler than a Revelto.
What? Like,
it is. Like, Revelto's like amazing. Everyone goes, oh, that's... But everyone's going to look at this and go, what the is that?
After its journey so far, I am happy to get this car finally in the country. But as we know, this car isn't legal to use here on the UK roads. And let me explain exactly why. When you register a car with a government office, the DVLA, you need to attach a very important certificate called a CFC, a Certificate of Conformity. That is when major car brands have to put their new models through vigorous tests, like the famous crash test dummies. It's basically to make sure a vehicle is safe. They check it complies with all sorts of rules, like weights, dimensions, noise levels, even emissions are checked. And then when it passes, they're awarded the CFC paperwork, and then they are free to sell the car all over Europe. The problem here is there is no CFC for the Cybertruck. Not because it's not safe, it's just that they didn't apply for one, as they're literally only selling them in their domestic market. But we do need some sort of test to get this car road legal here. So we can apply for something called an IVA certificate, Individual Vehicle Approval. It's a less costly, simpler version of the full CFC, but I can go for this certificate myself personally. It basically takes the USA test that Tesla have already had done and adds a few things we need here in the UK. I have done some prior research. I already know that we need to modify some of the parts on the Cybertruck, but there's nothing really safety related, just some things which need to be a little bit different. I truly believe it's possible to get an IVA pass for myself. It's definitely a gamble, like £170,000 worth of gamble, but I don't see why we shouldn't get this passed. So let's go through what we know we need to change.
Should we try and make a list of...
I think it would be a good idea just to...
Is it going to be a big list?
It's going to be pretty long.
Is there anything positive?
No, I'm afraid not.
What's the most worrying bit?
Everything. First of all, on an American car, brakes and indicators, they are using the same light.
So this is when I would put my foot on the brake pedal, and as you can see there are 3 individual lights illuminating bright red. But then when I indicate, the bottom side brake light turns into an indicator, and that is what is illegal here in England.
So here in the UK, you can't have one light interfering the function of another light. They have to be separate lights for separate functions.
What about being red?
That's an issue as well, because in UK we need amber.
You have to have amber.
We need side indicators, side repeaters for the UK, and cars which are over 2.1 meters gotta have width marker lights. Those width marker lights have to be mounted above the top windscreen line.
So we're going to have some random lights stuck on the roof.
And we also need a fog light, because we have fog here and apparently not in America. These are pretty much normal upgrades needed for a US spec car imported into the UK. I have done most of these before on my Carrera GTs that I imported about 6 years ago. Having that previous experience is why I think we stand a good chance of getting this legal before anybody else. But the Cybertruck I know is going to need more modifications to the actual bodywork itself. This is doable, but the aftermath might be ugly, and also it's going to be expensive.
Right, what about edges?
It's got to be between 2.5 and 5 mil, depends whereabouts is.
What's that, 2.5?
So that
radius.
So that radius is really sharp. So if it should be like this, so it should be a lot.
Oh, so the corner.
Yeah. The trouble is, if we start trimming all these back, there's going to be massive great big holes everywhere.
I knew from the start that this was going to be a hurdle. We might have to get the angle grinder out, but I always knew it needs altering to tick the boxes. There was a lot of talk in the press about too big, too sharp, too long. But I and many of you guys drive a van as a daily. I delivered straps in a big Mercedes Sprinter for years, and this is no different apart from being intimidatingly square and shiny. But I definitely didn't see the issue with the electrics coming.
First car, which is 48 volt system, there's no other car out there which runs a 48 volt system.
Anywhere.
You can't find any light, any bits which run on 48 volts. So it's going to be full custom.
Make lights.
Now at home we have lights, TVs and kettles, and it's on a 240 volt system. Very bright, very powerful and very versatile. On the other end of the scale we have cars running on a 12 volt system. A little battery underneath the bonnet which works headlights and a stereo. But as cars get newer and have more tech, some are now running on a 24 volt system. Clever lights, computer sized brains, screens bigger than cinemas. And now, apparently, as I found out today, there's 48 volt. But the trouble is, we need to add lights, bulbs, fittings to pass the IVA. But we can't get a 48 volt bulb. And a 12 volt or 24 volt bulb, well, they're not interchangeable. This stuff is literally brand new. And this was definitely an oversight by me. I had no idea. Great research, Mark.
Is this going to be like the hardest one you've ever done?
I would say 100% yes.
So over the next year, the hole that this car got us into just got bigger. More stress, more bills. There was just no going back.
Nope, because the car's in the UK and not in America.
And it's no longer worth overs over there anyway, and we'd have to ship it from here all the way back over there to even sell it.
Just gets better.
Good business. But when you stood near this car, it was amazing. We had no choice to continue. But then the race to get the first road legal Cybertruck came crashing down after all that time, money and effort.
You know I've been looking at EV cars, but I've got the ultimate one at Yanamai's and here it is. And that was enough for me and he sold me the car. I brought her home and she's now part of the collection. Plus, no one else has got one.
Yep, Yanni had a car.
We're now 6 months down the line, and it's so frustrating because we had this amazing idea to get this Cybertruck here, and we did, and it was a costly exercise and nightmare to do. And then obviously Yanni got that other one. Fair play to him, like flipping, no beef to Yanni, like why wouldn't he? But obviously it's just really disappointing for us that, you know, we went to all this effort, and, you know, as a channel it might have been fantastic for our channel, and obviously we missed the boat. And that, we could have done loads of videos, couldn't we? Yeah. And we talked about doing loads of videos, like my Tesla Cybertruck has arrived, we're trying to get this, we're trying to get that, but we wanted one banger video of like you seeing the you know, the story from where it was in America to bought to, you know, this story we're telling now was supposed to be all in one video, but we are where we are now. It's done. Like, it was really disappointing. We can't get back, but hopefully at the end of this video, maybe this thing is drivable, and if not, you're going to be very disappointed.
But Yanni's car is not UK road registered. They registered this car in Albania and then simply drove it into the UK on the Albanian plates. But this is only a small window, a loophole with a 6-month gap before this car has got to go back. And then they have exactly the same problem as we do. So neither of us have a UK registered Cybertruck. I guess it's a race to see who will get this over the line first. Yanni, me, or is there others out there? It would be such a shame if none of us managed to get this car past. This car has such a cool presence, so I just hope we get to see these cars cruising around our UK roads. And ideally, it'd be nice if that is mine. Let's push on modifying all the requirements we know we need to sort for this IVA test.
Right, but you've had a bit of a genius situation.
Yes, when removing the front bumper, rear bumper, sorry, that's when I've spotted the trailer sockets, trailer electrics, and as I was thinking about it, yeah, the car is 48 volt system, but there's no 48 volt trailers out there, so therefore that must be a 12 volt system. And to our luck, when I actually tried it, yes, that is actually a 12 volt system, so it has all the indicator, brake and side light feeds, what we need.
So all this is 48, but luckily, because of that tow bar, there's a separate 12 volt system sat behind it.
Yes, it is.
So that'll give us then, I guess, do we take the indicator from there and just run it down the vehicle and to where we need it legally for the side?
For the side repeaters, yes.
So in theory, that's all we need, that's all we need to make it legal?
For side repeaters, yes.
This is the perfect stroke of luck. The tow bar socket has a separate 12 volt system, which we can easily plug into and cost effectively. We can get a simple feed for the extra indicator, and Yanni's team has also found the same stuff. They are also making great progress.
Right, so right now, obviously, you've stripped all the back, you're trying to run the wire, you've got the computer here. Alba mentioned to me, is someone logging in from abroad to try and rewire this, or?
Yeah, so we had someone from abroad just try to log in to try to code things and, you know, just help us out on this.
So that's what a light looks like. It's like a computer.
Yes, it is.
Right, so how the hell do we get a trailer feed indicator?
The problem which we have, yes, we have a 12 volt solution, but you can't get rid of the 48 volt lights.
So in theory, could we just drill a hole in there and put another indicator in the back?
No, we can't. But the car's going to throw a haywire. It's going to come up with loads of errors, loads of problems.
Right. I'd solve that then.
So Michael is going to have to figure this out in a more techie solution. He basically needs to recode this computer circuit board to do something different in sequence without lighting up the dash with errors. Good luck with that.
And obviously, lights on the top.
Yes. UK laws require a car exceeding 2.1 meter to have mandatory and outline marker lamps on the top to show the width of the car. But measuring the car itself, which that's what counts, not including the mirrors, we are just under that 2.1 meter.
So we don't even need lights at all on the top?
No.
So we just need to figure out how the hell we get a 12 volt to talk to a 48 volt.
Exactly.
And if we can't get that done?
Then we are back to square one. We'll keep you updated.
Thank you.
So we can cross the width indicator roof lights off our list. I was getting excited for this car coming back to the house. I honestly, in my head, thought we were getting close. So I bought something I never thought I would have on my wall.
Right, didn't think this house would ever have one of these. So Adam at Sota has come and put this in. Simpson and Partners, really cool little charger.
Any idea how it works?
Got an app.
Has it?
Literally got an app.
Thank you guys for this. Link is in the description, as this is way prettier than the usual ones you can buy. The big electrical headache is separating the back brake light from the indicator. This is a whole load of complex electronic wizardry, which took weeks and weeks and weeks of splitting, rewriting and coding. And I know Yanni's team are having exactly the same problems.
Stripped out the back.
Yes, we've stripped everything out. We're trying to get the rear lights to work because currently the brake light and the indicator light is the same light, it's all red.
We have managed to change the rear indicator to orange, so we have to cut apart rear lights and fit our own LED boards in there.
That's a big headache sorted with separating the brake light from the indicator, and I am pretty sure we are leading this race now. Ticking off the list, we are as good as ready to go for IVA test, apart from the only thing which we are not quite sure what is needed, with the metal-edged bodywork.
We think we're going to go for just taking it down there as is, rather than worrying about the sharp edges, because probably all of them, or they might throw up something we haven't envisioned would be a problem.
We're not going to even try get rid of those sharp edges yet, just leave them and see what they say.
No, I don't think it would be pointless. We might end up wasting too much time and effort and it won't actually be needed.
And when's it going to go to IVA?
It's going to IVA next week.
Next week, okay.
We don't want to waste time and money cutting up the stainless steel panels on this car, especially as interpretation of the rules might mean some of the bits might not need modifying at all. We might save time, but also for me, I don't want to ruin this car by grinding all the corners off. The sharp angles are what makes this car stand out from the crowd. So a week later, we rolled the dice and took it down the test centre. The car is back at the workshop after being poked and prodded, searched and scrutinised to ensure this car is safe for our roads. But did we pass or did we fail?
So actually the test was okay when we went there. He actually called it up on much less of the sharp edges. So there's not actually, there's a lot of sharp edges, but we don't have to be concerned about all of them because they only need anything less than 5mm protrusion doesn't actually come into it. So like all the front end is not a problem. So that's not a problem. That's not a problem because it's not 5mm up from this.
Yes.
So even this wasn't an issue because it's again not 5mm up from there. The issues were like this bit.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Funnily enough, this back edge of the bonnet, not the front edge, because it's more than 5mm from the windscreen.
So again, much better than we thought because we were thinking about angle grinding, cutting,
that's right, yeah.
welding.
Yeah, so and then we'll be able to just trim it up with some U-channel that needs to be securely fixed on there.
Yeah. I'm taking off the next day.
We are so close to getting this car across the line, and I'm so glad we didn't cut the panels up before we took it to test. We now have a clear list of the few mods that we need to do, and then we can rebook to get the IVA certificate we need to apply for UK registration. And we know that Yanni hasn't got there either, so maybe we can still get there first. Or so I thought.
So we know what we've got to change.
Mm-hmm. That's all fine when we went down there, and that's what they came back with. But then we've had an email from them after the event that we've never had before, saying that we've actually missed something on the test. We missed the fact that it's got a steer-by-wire system. So they want to see paperwork that confirms that it meets the UK requirements for that system. So we've never had that before, like that it's failed on X, and then they've come back and said actually it's X and Y.
So we need a piece of paper.
So we need some paperwork from Tesla to confirm it meets this specification, but we've got to find out what that is.
Steer-by-wire is very new technology. Every car you have sat in or will sit in has a mechanical link from the steering wheel down to turning your wheels on the road. Steering wheel, steering column, steering rack, steering arms. Simple, effective, robust and proven. So, why the hell do we need to change something which isn't broke? But they have. And here we go with technology. This is one of the first cars to use no mechanical link in the steering. So with this Cybertruck, you turn the steering wheel and it electronically shouts to the front wheels. Magically. It's new, it's clever, and obviously very vigorously tested, and of course proven, and certified in the USA. And interestingly, in the UK right now, the Lexus RZ450e is using the identical same method to steer the front wheels. And the Lexus is fully road legal and driving around our streets right now. So why do we have a problem with the Cybertruck?
But I guess that paperwork won't be in the UK though, because there's no Cybertrucks.
No, so we wouldn't. Tesla are notoriously difficult to communicate with anyway. Like, you can't just call them up. Sort of like, yeah, it's like emails. Or
have you not got Elon's number?
No, fortunately not. Wish I did, but or it's like through your app if you have the car. So it's quite difficult to communicate. So we need to go to them as the manufacturer. So the information has to come from the manufacturer or the manufacturer of the system. So we've got to find out if either of those can.
But I'm guessing they must have tested it in America.
Yes, so they do test them in America, but it's a different form of testing to what we go through over here.
I wonder why they, like, it just seems to be like they don't want it here in
Possibly,
my head.
yeah.
But why?
This is a huge setback, which I am questioning why. Kingsley said that they have never had an IVA tester change the outcome retrospectively before. Now obviously Tesla has tested and tested that steering system. Let's face it, they can put a man into space. So I'm pretty sure they can turn a steering wheel electronically. And they have the paperwork and the results to show that it was safely working. But who do we get that off? That's a problem. Emails ignored, resent, waiting, weeks, months. It's never ending. Right. I've sent the email off to Tesla and I've done it over and over and over. Like these big companies, as I'm sure you guys know, when you try and contact them for anything, there's just nobody to physically speak to. And with this, even worse with this Tesla situation, because there's no Cybertrucks here in the UK, I can't go to the local dealership and ask them to help. I don't know where Elon lives, I can't go knock on his door. So we're just in this mad game of sending emails and hoping somebody replies to us. It's so frustrating. Like, Kingsley's got his own contacts, but you know, I don't know. Nothing seems to be helping there either. Like, I don't even want to put something on Instagram because we've been so far down the road with this video that if I told you all on Instagram we've got this car ready, this whole video would be spoiled, and then we could have done this thing way before Yanni got his. So we're sort of stuck by ourselves at the minute. I don't know what else to do. We waited and waited and waited. Email tennis, mainly one-sided, trying to get that certificate to say it's passed every check needed, and someone to say that this techno-wire method is in fact uber safe. Frustratingly, that IVA test, if we'd have covered the edges back then, this could have got through and we wouldn't be sat here right now.
The trouble is now this car's like public enemy number one, isn't it?
Definitely.
Police in Whitefield seized one of the vehicles for not being road legal in the UK.
It's been all over the news that a black Cybertruck got seized and impounded in Manchester. Everyone was talking about it and they were saying it's too heavy, it shouldn't be on the UK roads.
Last time I was out in this car, it went mental. It made the newspapers, it made the online articles, stories, posts, announcements, it went everywhere. The car got seized, put it that way. I'm talking about the Tesla Cybertruck.
The government are stopping any Cybertrucks being used. Albanian plates or not, they are being seized and taken off the roads. The government and the police are stamping down on the loopholes hard. Any IVA tester will now be petrified to go near this car after seeing these news headlines. The papers are saying it's too heavy. What? We need the paperwork to show this car is legit. I just wish we'd moved faster before all this bad press. We have taken on the government before with car insurance, but I didn't think we were going to be doing it again with a 20-foot fridge. But it's not over yet. It seems like there's been a barrier put up against this car, but we know it ticks all the boxes. It's legal, it's safe, and we are doing this the right way. But now everyone's backs are up. And I guess this is now going to be 20 times harder. So whilst we're waiting for this paperwork to come through, every day this car is depreciating. If I was to buy this truck today in the US, it would be £80,000 less than I paid back in early 2024.
Right, it is finally here in Redditch, the Cybertruck, which blows my mind. Now, it's been away for 3 days, which is a bit of a good story. It's been on a movie set and they've paid £10,000 to hire this, but apparently they did jump it. Obviously, as you guys know, this has been a long time in the making and I have had a lot of money tied up in this lump of metal. But first, I have two very excited people to see this car. Jane and Senna haven't seen this at all, bearing in mind we've owned it for 2 years and they haven't seen it.
We also have an amazing racetrack in the back garden where we don't need reg plates or certificates.
So finally, let's drive it in front of the house and get their reaction.
I'm excited.
Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't it ace? Can I have a look?
Oh my God.
Look at that fat wheel.
It's massive, isn't it?
It's massive.
Isn't it amazing? What's this?
Can I get in and close it?
Yeah? Do you want me to close it? Close it?
Yeah.
Do you?
Oh my gosh, it's so dark.
You can sleep in here, mate. No comments.
It's massive, isn't it?
It's
You
brilliant.
could literally put a double mattress in here.
Don't you think it's amazing?
Yeah.
I think it's fabulous.
Imagine if we could get this road legal, mate, and take it to school.
Oh yeah, that would be so cool.
Well, that might happen as we have some news from Tesla.
Right.
Which one opens it?
Right, quickly, even though this car came from America, we could still do a car vertical check. And as you can see, all green lights, and even the photos from when it's at the dealership, which the guy I bought it off obviously got it from there. So even though we are literally thousands of miles away, we could still make sure we weren't getting ripped off.
Oh, I love it.
What could go wrong?
How'd you drive it?
Jay might crash it.
Look,
Don't say that.
front is called a frunk.
Oh, it's on the moon, look. Literally, it's on the moon, look.
Are we on the moon?
Look out the window, what do you think? Right, if Jane does crash it,
She's gonna pay it.
it will still show up in a car vertical check, like a bad report, like you can see on the screen. And as you see, when you scroll down, you can even see where it was auctioned off at the car crash auction website.
Am I in beast mode now?
Yeah.
Daddy,
Hit it! Jesus Christ! How is it that fast? How weird is it to turn?
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
please.
Ready? Jesus! How is that fast? How is that?
What is that?
Right, if you want to check out your car, a friend's car, or a car you're looking to buy, hopefully we'll all be able to buy a Cybertruck one day. You can use my discount code MARK at checkout to save yourself some money on that search. And you can save up to 50% now on a multiple check. Right, link is in the description. And thank you, Car Vertical, for sponsoring this video.
I can't begin to explain as a family how much we love this car. And Senna's first school run will be a big day.
Please, I want my dad to get me on a school run.
I bought this car over a year ago and it's took till now just to get the paperwork we need to get this car UK road legal.
Stop press, we have it. So this is the paperwork that DVSA have requested. This is the document which finally proves that the steer-by-wire system on this bit without the steering column, is safe. We finally have it. It's taken a long time. This is probably worth about 50 quid now, but we have it. So now we can send this off and finally we can get this IVA test passed and we can get this thing on the road and do the school run.
But frustratingly, when we sent the paperwork, we received some very bad news.
Well, obviously we got the paperwork, we sent it to them, thinking, great, we've got everything that says it meets this ECU regulation they wanted. And then they came back to say, great, you've got the paperwork, but we still can't approve it. We need to speak to Tesla to see how they came about, the processes they went through to come about to confirm that meets these EC regulations. They want to know all the processes they went through.
But if the certificate says that's what they've tested.
Yeah, and anything else previously with any other car where they've asked for paperwork and we give them that paperwork from the manufacturer, then yeah, they accept it as is, because
they kind of made that up, like to get a certificate. They haven't just like printed it and changed the document from a Model Y.
No, exactly. So
this is so frustrating. We supplied exactly what DVSA requested. They needed the safety cert and we gave them exactly that. You've got to imagine this is Tesla, the mighty Tesla. They haven't skimped on safety. This car isn't dangerous. They haven't done shortcuts. We all know that this car is legit. They have sold about 80,000 Cybertrucks in USA, Canada, Mexico and the UAE. But I think these two cars which were rolling around in the UK, being in the news with the police, have tipped us Brits over the edge. So, welcome to...
oh gosh. Oh, biscuit. The April 2026.
And we are now sat in the car. It's been amazing having it here, isn't it? It's really, really cool to see. Has it?
Debatable.
But all the times in the videos when you've seen a blurred mass in the background, that was this car. Every time she says the word Cybertruck and we have to bleep it out, that was because of this car.
This is we love it because it's great.
Every time on a live Carl says about the car, which he's not allowed to mention, it's this car.
I'm not going to mention your cars because I know you've got a lot of cars that people don't know about, but I know about them.
So it has brought us happiness, I think.
Expensive garden ornament.
Isn't it? So the secret is out. The secret is...
we can't drive it.
we can just sit in it like this.
It's because it looks like a trailer. Or a 6'7" kid.
Kingsley and Ship My Car are still trying, but I'm lost to know if this will ever happen. So we popped to Yanni to see if we can put our heads together and see if we can make this still happen.
How's your mum?
Busy.
Bruv, you
busy.
are ruthless. My guy!
Great to see. Right, we're both in the same situation.
We are.
Should we talk us through what happened? So
let's give a backstory for your audience. We were at the Yanamize Grand Tour cinema promo, and you said, Jan, I've got something to tell you, but don't tell no one. So I'm like, go on then.
You're the only person who knew.
And you said to me, I've bought a Cybertruck. I'm like, what do you mean you bought a Cybertruck? And it blew my mind. Fast forward a few months, Alban calls me and he's like, Jan, he goes, I've got this Cybertruck, do you want to film with it? And I'm like, yeah, cool. So I called you.
Very politely, which was really nice, yeah.
Felt really bad at the time. And you said to me, Jan, listen, I don't own the rights to Cybertruck. Like, if you want to shoot the content, it's no problem. I appreciate you phoning me. It went very viral very quickly. And I'll be honest, I think it's because of me, those Cybertrucks are not allowed in the UK.
Oh yeah, it's your fault, 100%.
Okay. I tried to style it, okay, cool. I made it too famous, too quick, put it out there to the masses. You had MPs talking about it, you had police talking about it, and yeah, they took the one in Manchester. They kept trying to take my one.
So when you say they kept trying to take what, they sort of like came to ask to seize it, or?
This MP woman saw it and she was like, they should have taken the Cybertruck on in, that car shouldn't be allowed here, it's too big, steer by wire, crumple zone, the edges, and I was like...
The MP from the UK government have been coming down hard to stop this Cybertruck. We know it's safe, it passes every safety test ever made. The steering is proven and the government have the official documents to show that. My Honda NSX has fly-by-wire brakes, which to me is way worse. The Cybertruck even drives by itself, so we can even rule this idiot out. It just looks way different, and not many people like change. It's another example of the government controlling exactly what we all do.
I then went on a mission to try and make this car legal, and they still weren't having it.
So what happened to Matey's car in Manchester? Obviously it got seized, put into a pound, and Did he get it out okay?
It took months, and it took lawyers, it took...
Really?
It took months.
So it wasn't just paying it and getting it back out?
No, they wouldn't just give it back. They wouldn't give, and they said you need to, they said as well, you've got to send a truck for it, and the truck has to leave the country. So you not even take the truck and just go to a local garage. They said you've got to take it and leave the country. And we were like, what are you talking about? Like, and they had to get lawyers. Mate, it was brutal, and it was months and months and months.
Cars come and go to the UK every day, registered from countries all over the world, drive on and off ferries or through the Channel Tunnel. They can drive around no problem. So why do we have to deport a Cybertruck?
It was a great journey that I went through, but they weren't having it. And I tried everything. So I don't know how you're going to pull this off. And I pray to God you pull this off and you're the first person to get a Cybertruck registered in the UK. My Cybertruck right now is abroad. It's on its way to Cyprus. And I'm hoping I'm going to be able to drive it in Cyprus, whether it be on the Albanian plates or on another plate, or if I can register it in Cyprus. If I can't, I'm probably going to send my Cybertruck to Dubai.
And now that brings us to here, the 7th of April 2026. Yanni is a top man, but I do understand now why people like him, good people, are leaving this country.
The reasons these cars are not allowed to be on the road is not because of safety, because every safety document our car needs, we have given them. For some reason, higher up in the government, they don't want this car here. And I just don't get why.
The problem is now, I don't know where we go from here. Whether that's Tesla, the government, DVSA, I am out of ideas. And that's why I'm asking any of you guys out there if you can help. We know this car is safe. We know this car is legit. Is there somebody out there who can mechanically put the steering column off a...
Sorry.
off a Model 3?
Please help us drive the Cybertruck around when I go into school. Please, if you don't, I will die. What's happening?
But you do want to go in it, don't you, to school?
Yes, please.
Okay, so if you want to help out Senna, then you can drop us an email at mark@markmccann64.com or a DM on Instagram, and hopefully we can get this amazing motor legal on the road. See you next Tuesday.
6 p.m.